Tuesday, June 21, Air and Maritime Operations agents of the Federal Customs and Border Protection Bureau intercepted a boat with 4 crew members carrying 289 pounds or 131 kilograms of cocaine on Tuesday afternoon in an operation carried out on the west coast of Puerto Rico, in Cabo Rojo. The cocaine was valued at $2.7 million. Federal agents stopped the ship by firing shotguns to disable the engines.
June 24, the revocation of the Roe v. Wade case decision by the Supreme Court of the United States has reverberated within women's rights and health professionals communities who offer pregnancy terminations here in Puerto Rico. We know that the fall of Roe v. Wade encourages or gives a lot of energy to anti-rights groups for more protests and more potential violence against us. I have had to resort to having a security guard in front of my office every day. I put on my bulletproof vest for the first time, and I never thought that this would happen to me here in Puerto Rico, stated Vail Moreno from the Yella Clinic, which runs the Puerto Rican Association for Family Welfare. Vail Moreno reported that her clinic, Darlington Medical Associates, has begun to use an additional medical consent form, which states that the reason for the abortion is to preserve the physical or mental health of the patient, as stipulated in the Penal Code. In the case of People v. Duarte of 1980, the Supreme Court of Puerto Rico interpreted the articles related to abortion in the Penal Code and emphasized that health is a broad concept that includes physical and mental aspects. She added, by law, abortion is still legal in Puerto Rico.
Sunday, June 26, the police are investigating the discovery of 2 bodies, found bound and gagged, with multiple gunshot wounds, on Cosmos Street, in Los Angeles, in Carolina, Puerto Rico. A call alerted agents of the Carolina precinct about the situation. Upon arrival at the scene, the officers found the bodies. Police have not identified the deceased at this time.
The authorities are also investigating the circumstances of a violent death, recorded on Jesus de Pinheiro Avenue, exit 17, in the direction of Carolina. The events occurred around 6:48 a.m. on Sunday, June 26. According to the preliminary police report, a call to the 911 emergency system alerted police about a car accident. However, upon arrival at the scene, the agents realized that the vehicle had multiple bullet wounds, and a dead man was inside. The car was described as a gray Toyota Corolla. The deceased has not been identified. The investigation of this violent crime is in the hands of Agent Angel Bermudez, from the Homicide Division of the San Juan Criminal Investigation Corps, together with Prosecutor Ernesto Cabrera.
Friday, June 24, a man was killed in front of the National Hardware store, located on Highway 190, in Carolina, police reported. Alerted at around 11:04 p.m., of a body on the pavement. Officers responded to the scene, and found the body of a male with multiple gunshot wounds. The deceased, who has not been identified, was described as a black man, weighing about 110 pounds, 5 feet 2 inches tall, wearing gray shorts, a black shirt and tennis shoes. The body was transported to the Institute of Forensic Sciences, where his identity will be determined. The scene was investigated by Agent Carlos Corchado, who is attached to the Homicide Division of the Carolina Criminal Investigation Corps, and Prosecutor Jose Carrasquillo.
Thursday, June 24, a 24-year-old man was murdered Thursday, on Sanchez Street, in Santurce, San Juan. According to a police report, a call to the 911 emergency system alerted authorities, around 10:29 p.m., of a person with a gunshot wound. Upon arrival, agents found the body of Jeremy Gabriel Resto Baez, 24, a resident of Caguas, Puerto Rico. The deceased had bullet wounds in different parts of the body. At the moment, the police did not specify what the motive could be. Resto Baez, according to the report, had a criminal record for cases he faced in 2018. 2020 and 2021, all related to rape.
Saturday, June 25, Agents assigned to the Homicide Division of the Criminal Investigation Corps of Utuado are investigating the discovery of a body, tied with adhesive tape on his feet and arms, on Highway 141, kilometer 3.8, in the Rio Grande neighborhood of the municipality of Juyaya. According to a preliminary report, a call to the Juyaya Municipal Headquarters reported a possible body on the road. Agents assigned to the district of Juyaya indicated that when they arrived, they found near the road, on a cliff, the body of the man who was face down and tied with adhesive tape on his arms, feet and neck. Sergeant Adalberto Torres, supervisor of the Utuado CIC, indicated that the body was in an advanced state of decomposition, which has made it difficult to identify and find some type of wound. The man was described as being between 5 feet 6 inches to 5 feet 8 inches tall.
Sunday, June 26, an earthquake, of magnitude 4.1, was recorded as felt this Sunday, in southern Puerto Rico, according to the seismic network. The tremor occurred at 9:25 a.m., and its maximum intensity occurred in Yauco, Puerto Rico. Recorded at a depth of 12 kilometers, there is no tsunami warning, or surveillance for Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, the seismic network commented on its social networks. Residents of municipalities such as Utuado, Ponce, Guanica and Peñuelas would have been on alert.
June 23, Judge Yaritza Santiago, of the Court of Caguas, found cause for the arrest of boxer Jesus Rojas Diaz, for multiple charges of domestic violence and child abuse, after allegedly assaulting his wife in an incident that took place on Thursday, in a residence of the Borinquen neighborhood, in Caguas, Puerto Rico. The Department of Justice, through written statements, indicated that Rojas Diaz will face 2 charges for assaulting his partner with a firearm, and in the presence of his minor children, as well as 4 charges of child abuse, and 1 charge of allegedly having committed lewd acts against one of his daughters. Prosecutors of the Caguas Prosecutor's Office also filed a weapons law charge, since Rojas Diaz possessed a firearm without a license. Judge Santiago imposed bail of $1.6 million that Rojas Diaz did not pay. Therefore, he will remain in jail until the preliminary hearing, on July 14. The investigation of the Police Bureau maintains that Rojas Diaz assaulted his partner and caused an open wound to her head by hitting her with the firearm. The prosecution also argued that the boxer committed lascivious acts against one of his daughters. Jesus Rojas Diaz was the former interim featherweight champion of the World Boxing Association.
Tuesday, June 21, the popular former mayor of Trujillo Alto, Jose Lois Cruz Cruz, pled guilty to corruption charges Tuesday afternoon, after reaching an agreement with the federal prosecutor's office. After several months of negotiating with federal authorities, Cruz waived his right to defend himself, hoping to receive the lowest sentence possible. He presented his guilty plea by filing an information motion to the federal court in San Juan. Cruz was indicted on charges of bribery and kickbacks. The federal prosecutor's office alleges that he received at least $10,000 between 2020 and 2021 from a garbage collection company and an asphalt company. The former official was released on bail until sentencing.
Wednesday, June 22, the preliminary hearing against the former mayor of Santa Isabel, Enrique Castel Alvarado, was postponed until next Wednesday, July 6, because the main witness, and former Secretary of the Department of Natural and Environmental Resources, Rafael Machargo, allegedly has COVID-19. Castel Alvarado, who faces 2 charges of illicit exploitation and undue influence, from last June 10, when cause was found for his arrest. According to the complaints filed by prosecutors Aurel Garcia and Nunez Carrata, the former mayor of Santa Isabel allegedly sought a way to meet with the then Secretary of the Department of Natural and Environmental Resources, so that he would intervene on his behalf, in a lawsuit that had been pending before the agency since 2019, against the company, Aquamoc, of which Castel is listed as one of its owners. The complaint dates back to 2015 and 2016, when the accused allegedly erected 5 structures in the maritime terrestrial zone of the Playa de Santa Isabel neighborhood. If found guilty, the former mayor, affiliated with the New Progressive Party, is exposed to a 4-year prison sentence, without the right to probation, for violation of the government ethics law, as well as a 3-year prison sentence for undue influence.
June 21. On the first day of her trial, a witness testified that Yanaira Vazquez Cruz, former director of the Crece-21 program, charged the University of Puerto Rico account with meals, drinks, and personal expenses that she incurred, in the Caribe Hilton Hotel, while participating in the training and workshops that this initiative offered to teachers from the Department of Education. Crece-21 was a collaborative project between the university and the Department of Education to offer training to teachers in the public system during the 4-year period 2009 to 2012. It was also revealed that under the administration of Miguel Muñoz, the defendant spent more than $1.5 million on stays in banquet halls to offer workshops to teachers.
June 23, Billy Rosario Trinidad was arrested for the femicide of Yomara Torres Garay and her 17-year-old son, Pedro Garcia Torres. The moment was captured on video. Judge Juan Leon, of the Court of Caguas, found cause for the arrest of Billy Rosario Trinidad on charges of femicide, first-degree murder, and 2 violations of the weapons law, related to the deaths that occurred on Wednesday night, June 22. Judge Leon imposed a bail of $2.5 million that Rosario Trinidad did not pay. He will remain incarcerated until the preliminary hearing scheduled for July 6.
June 22, the authorities filed charges for first-degree murder against Luis Enrique Cintron and Netliann Rivera Rodriguez, the son and daughter-in-law of Marta Iris Diaz Aponte, 59, who was murdered in November 2016 in Aibonito, Puerto Rico. Judge Jenny Malave found cause for the arrest and set $150,000 bail for each. Cintron will be jailed, while Rivera Rodriguez was placed on supervised release upon posting bail. The son, Luis Enrique Cintron Diaz, is said to have confessed and implicated his former partner, Ms. Rivera Rodriguez, in the murder, reported the director of the Criminal Investigation Corps of Aibonito. Diaz Aponte's body was found wrapped in a sheet in a wooded area behind the residence where her son and daughter-in-law resided. The body showed signs of strangulation and was partially burned. The preliminary hearing is set for July 15.
Sunday, June 26, after 33 years without electricity, Mrs. Maria Esther Jimenez, 74, has power in her home, which will allow her daughter, Yolanda Rodriguez, who lives with her, to put aside the daily walks she used to take, to buy foods that needed refrigeration. Henry Garcia, president of the company Pure Energia, in charge of donating and installing a solar system in her home, stated, "The equipment has 3.2 kilowatt solar panels and a 10 kilowatt-hour lithium battery. The generation is enough for the installation of a refrigerator and even a washing machine."
I pray every day for water. I haven't had water since 5 years, so seeing water today is a miracle.
The Puerto Rican charity, Manos por Dios, or Hands for God, helped this disabled veteran restore water to his home, after 5 years without. Hands for God has helped many Puerto Ricans rebuild their homes after Hurricane Maria, and continues to this day. Puerto Rico English News has seen over 75% of all donations go directly to those in need, as the director and volunteers work for free, in order to maintain the integrity of the charity. To donate, please go to handsforgod.org.
Thanks for watching. Here's your weather for the week. Be sure and follow us on Facebook for up-to-date news, weather, entertainment, information, viral videos and more. Search Puerto Rico English News, or follow the link in the description. Thanks for subscribing. Have an amazing week.